Two worlds, two warriors, and two philosophies, Bruce Lee and the samurai. Though separated by centuries, geography, and context, both represent a deep and disciplined approach to the way of the warrior. Yet when we compare Bruce Lee's modern martial philosophy with the ancient samurai code, we discover not only striking differences but also powerful similarities. This is not a battle of blades or fists. This is a clash, and connection, between philosophy and purpose. The samurai, honor, duty, and the way of the sword. The samurai lived by Bushido, the way of the warrior. It was a code based on honor, loyalty, discipline, self-sacrifice. A samurai was trained to serve his master, face death without fear, and live by a moral code as strict as his swordsmanship. Combat for the samurai was ritualistic, formal, and deeply rooted in tradition. Dying with honor was as important, sometimes more important, than winning. In their world, form, tradition, and legacy were sacred. Bruce Lee. Freedom, adaptability, and the way of no way. Now enter Bruce Lee, a man who rejected rigidity, challenged tradition, and sought the truth in combat through direct experience. His philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, was not based on tradition, it was based on efficiency, expression, and adaptation. Lee believed using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation. Where the samurai were bound by structure, Bruce Lee preached freedom. Where the samurai emphasized dying with honor, Lee emphasized living with awareness and winning with intelligence. He took from boxing, fencing, Wing Chun, and philosophy. He broke the mold. He created a style that had no style, because real combat, in his eyes, demanded fluidity over form. Clash of principles. So where do they differ? Aspect samurai code Bruce Lee's philosophy. Tradition strict and sacred broken and discarded. Combat style formal and ritualized direct and adaptive. Mental focus duty and self-sacrifice self-awareness and freedom. Death embraced as honorable avoided through smart action. Legacy passed down through generations created anew through personal expression. Bruce Lee would likely respect the discipline of the samurai, but challenge their inflexibility. He might admire their warrior spirit, but oppose their blind loyalty to ritual over reality. The hidden connection. But even in their differences, Bruce Lee and the samurai share something deeper, a commitment to the path of mastery. Both believed in training the body and mind, controlling emotion, living with purpose, becoming a warrior not just in battle, but in life. Bruce Lee's path may have been more fluid, more personal, but it was still a way. And like the samurai, he saw combat as a vehicle to understand the self. Conclusion: beyond victory or defeat. In the end, Bruce Lee and the samurai are not enemies, but reflections of different times and truths. The samurai represent tradition, structure, and loyalty. Bruce Lee represents freedom, innovation, and self-expression.